Idris Elba did an interview a couple days ago where he was asked in some way, shape, or form, how do you handle racism? And he kind of responds to a reporter in a little bit snappy way. He's like, why does everybody ask me that? It fascinates me that everybody's always asking me about racism. I don't go home and talk to all my black friends about, hey, what kind of racism do you experience today? Did you experience racism today? He's like, yes. Is it real? Does it exist? Of course, but it only has as much power as you give it. And he would actually go on to say, I'm at the point where I'm tired of just being viewed for my skin color. I'm tired of being called, oh, you're just a black actor. Oh, you should be the first black this or black that. I don't want to be identified as a black actor. I just want to be identified as an actor. I didn't become an actor just because I never saw anybody like myself. I became an actor because I thought I'd be good at it. And is it important that people can see themselves? I suppose, but I don't just want black people looking up to me. I want everybody looking up to me. That's basically what Idris Elba said. Yeah. And obviously a lot of people, sane people, had no problem with that and supported it because in a big way, we have seen that in Hollywood. We've seen all these people that just get typecasted this way. Oh, we need this check mark and this check mark. And we're going to praise you and cast you for this role just because of the color of your skin. Not because that's according to the source material, but because we want woke virtue signaling points. And one of the people that had a problem with that was John Boyega.
This dude said he was risking his whole career about virtue signaling. That's what he said,
Yeah, standing up against fucking institutional racism. Yeah, that's really unpopular in Hollywood. But this is where the response came from John Boyega. CNN says Luther star Idris Elba says he no longer refers to himself as a black actor because the label puts him in a box and an obsession with race can hinder aspirations and growth. He also did talk about that. He's like, if you just completely, say, oh, I'm victimized by this or that, it's going to limit what you think you can do. This guy retweets and says he's not wrong. Many black and POC actors have talked about being typecast in his stereotypical roles because of their race. John Boyega enters the conflict. I think we should fix it on who is typecasting and putting actors in boxes because of this, not on making weird adjustments for them. We continuously focus on what we have to do so they don't do this or that. Very worrying. We black, and that's that. Idris Elba didn't reply directly to Boyega, but he did see that and a lot of the criticism coming his way. And he said this, there isn't a soul on this earth that can question whether I consider myself a black man or not. Being an actor is a profession like being an architect. They're not defined by race. However, if you define your work by your race, that is your prerogative. And that was really the back and forth that we saw, but he didn't back off. He doubled down on what he said about that.
I think it's funny that John Boyega and Idris Elba are both, from the UK. And a lot of that race shit that John Boyega is bringing over there is from here in the United States, and him dealing with Disney and dealing with all of that shit. And I'm like, you had the opportunity to go, hey man, fuck Disney. I'm going to blaze my own trail. I'm going to do my own thing. And instead you decided to spend it race baiting and jumping into riots that had nothing to do with you and your fucking history and where the fuck you're from. And I'm like, and the thing is, nobody on this earth that's worth their weight would choose John Boyega over Idris Elba as an actor. My thing is, for him to come at somebody and try to talk shit like that and be like, yeah, let's go after the people in the institution and make them stop stereotyping and casting and stuff. I'm like, dude, all you're doing is talking about being black, and that's all you're relating to. Idris Elba's like, listen, I'm a good fucking actor and I deserve work because I'm a good fucking actor. Don't cast me because I'm a black man, cast me because I'm a good actor. And that's what it always should be. I mean, some of the greats out there, Denzel talks like that, Morgan Freeman talks like that, and those guys are considered some of the greatest actors of all fucking time.
Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
There
isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman.
It's so fucking simple. But the people in power don't want that. And that's what the masses have to realize, that as long as they keep you divided, as long as they keep you angry, they remain in the powerful positions that they are.
Look, this is a point that I've been driving home about. This is why I always hated the term black-owned business. I think that's fucking stupid, because what it does is it's trying to place you in a box, and then you expect to garnish some sort of sympathy or a preferential treatment, certainly because of that. A lot of that stuff, particularly more so with race, is something that you can't control. The way I see it, it's not anything I'm proud of. It's not anything I'm ashamed of. It's something that happened by chance. I didn't come out the womb and earn being black. It was just fucking, that's the way my parents were, the skin tone that they were, and that's the way that I came about. So I am who it is that I am. I'm not going to shy away from it, but in the same respects, I can't use it as this like defining trait for who it is that I am. When you do that, you know, you'd be surprised just how much you just open up your own sort of marketplace when you're focusing on just being the best at what it is that you are. Maybe it's because of America's history. People are still caught up in this racial bullshit, and to where unfortunately people have been tricked to just assume that really that's what they are, and they have to lead with it all the fucking time. And yeah, to Idris' point, he's completely correct. You're placing yourself, let's say, in a box, and yeah, it has to be boring. And I got bored of that when people would ask me about racial bullshit. Like, dude, there's a lot more to me than certainly that, to be talking about just racial bullshit. But you know, this is the sort of landscape that was created just because of the conversation of race, particularly in America. It won't stop until people just look. It's not, you don't have to be colorblind, but if you just simply lead and live your life where that's not the defining trait, whether it be for yourself or the people that you're conversing with, this shit will be over with. And we almost were over the hump in the 90s. America was almost over this racial bullshit, and then some fucking happened, and now we went the opposite way. Despite there's more economic opportunity, there's more any opportunity for people that are black than there ever has been in human history. But for some reason, race relations got worse than what it was, let's say, when I was like the decade that I was growing up in, and that's the 90s. Crazy.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, damn it, Ryan. I was gonna say it.